Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for future videos. Thank you.
Hey, what's up guys? Houston here, and I'm back with another video. Now, and this video is very important for those of you that just found my YouTube channel, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe. Now, this video is very important because what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to actually be giving you access to our new business credit funding course. It's free, and all you have to do is sign up by clicking the link below. Now, here's the thing about it. We're going to be talking about how to get $50,000 in business credit without Dun & Bradstreet. But in order to understand how I got up to $50,000 plus in business credit with Dun & Bradstreet, you have to understand the history of where I come from in the business credit industry. When I got into the business credit industry, I didn't know nothing about Dun & Bradstreet. And so I would always hear D&B red flag, okay? And so when they said D&B red flag, I was like, what are you talking about D&B red flag, right? So what it is that with Dun & Bradstreet, if you're building a business credit file with Dun & Bradstreet, if you're not patronizing their products, buying their products, what they do, they put you on a high risk list. And so that means that like when you try to get trade lines to report to your credit file and stuff, they won't allow those trade lines to go through to hit your credit file. So this left me in a problem because I'm like, how am I going to build business credit if I can't get business credit trade line to report on Dun & Bradstreet? So stick with me because you're going to learn something. You hopefully you're going to appreciate what I'm telling you. And again, like I said, I'm giving you a free course, and also this story is also in the book as well. But the free course is actually going to break down the fast track to business credit funding. Now, here's the thing. I wanted a BOFA, a Bank of America business credit card, right? Okay, so I wanted a Bank of America business credit card, right? So I'm like, okay, I have Seton, Uline, Granger. So I thought I had enough trade lines on my business credit file in order to get qualified for a business credit card without using my personal guarantee. Well, when I reached out to Bank of America to apply for a business credit card just under my business, they said, well, you don't have enough trade lines on your business credit. I'm like, okay. And they said, well, but one of the things you do have, I think my credit score was like maybe about a 680, 690 or something like that at the time. They said, we can give you a business credit card. And so what happened, they gave me a business credit card for $5,000. Okay, so now with this business credit card, and I had a business bank account, I was depositing money into my business bank account, right? And I was using this business credit card because I was still doing traveling and stuff like that. So I would pay for my gas and hotel and stuff and pay it off and everything. Well, here's the thing about it. Granted, I didn't have a Dun & Bradstreet file. So what was happening that I didn't know, and again, I was with a crew of people, and they had mentioned about Equifax and Experian business credit files and stuff. But at the same time, just trying to find companies that was reporting on the Equifax and Experian. I think it was Seton, Uline, and Seton, Uline, and I think it was another company that would report or whatever, right? But again, like I said, I didn't know that I was fast tracking things on my own. So by me using this $5,000 business credit card, they were doing me the favor by reporting to Equifax and Experian. Now remember, Dun & Bradstreet, because I didn't buy their products, they red flagged me. So in my mind, because of history, red flag, oh no, I don't have a Dun & Bradstreet file, I can't get business credit. The reality is that I didn't need Dun & Bradstreet to get business credit. Okay? And again, like I said, it's in the free course that you'll understand this and how I broke it down step by step. So you can have the free course by clicking the link below. But now, okay, So we got the business credit card, and I was using it and everything. And like I said, I had my business bank account open. So all my little money that I was making, I was having it put into my business bank account. So doing my business bank account, which was also building up my business credit. And I didn't understand this here process of what was happening. And so then as things progressed, I'm like, let me try to apply for an Amex card. So what I did on the Amex side, I applied for the Amex personal card, then I applied for the Amex business card. Well, guess what happened? Amex gave me $20K on the personal and $20K on the business. I'm like, 40 G's, yo. So this is something that like freaked me out, okay? Because I'm like, damn, I didn't expect to get this much, but they actually gave this to me. So I'm like, okay. So then I said, well, let me see what Barclay has. So Barclay has the JetBlue business card, right? And so Barclays, the JetBlue card, they gave me $16K, right? So that put me well over $50,000 right there. Now, right now, I'm over $500,000 in business funding. But again, it's without Dun & Bradstreet. My file had been red flagged. And I'll tell you another thing that happened to me that, again, because I was new, I didn't know what was happening. And so this is the reason I'm giving you the course so you can understand why this Dun & Bradstreet is not relevant. Okay, so when I first set up my company, my first company, not Business Credit America, but my first company, Share the Love, what ended up happening is that the company I reached out to set it up, because I didn't know, again, I'm still learning business credit, they actually set me up as an LLC, right? So now this is what I'm starting to realize. I'm like, wait a minute. This is why Bank of America couldn't do the things right up, because I was an LLC, right? So then it always falls under my personal credit, right? Now, even though once I get the credit card and max it out, it won't affect my personal credit, but they was looking at my personal credit. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. But here's the thing about it. So I had an LLC, right? They set me up as an LLC, but my EIN number, this here number, the E, or tax ID, okay? Your tax ID number. Your tax ID, I had it as a corporation number, not an LLC, not to match the LLC. So what ended up happening? An IRS audit. That's what happened to me. And so I'm like, what the hell? So I went to my tax guy and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And so he's looking at this and he said, oh, you have a corporation EIN with an LLC. And that's what created the audit. This is the reason I tell people, if you're going to change your company from an LLC over to a corporation, it's either better, especially if you haven't generated any revenue in the business, you might as well just start over, okay? Especially if you don't have a bank account or history and stuff like that, dissolve the LLC and just start over fresh, which three-way funding helps you do. But at the same time, here's another thing that you have to understand. Like I said, when they created this audit, I'm like, what the heck? So this scared the crap out of me. But a lot of people make this mistake. And they don't understand what's going on. And a lot of CPAs and attorneys don't even pay attention to this. And they'll just change it over, file some paperwork. But they're not aware that you cannot have a corporate EIN number or a tax ID number with an LLC. So this is the reason I tell people you have to be very cautious, and I prefer to just start over if you haven't generated any revenue in the company. I don't care how old the company is. If you haven't generated any revenue, any taxes and stuff, again, it's no benefit to you unless you want to file the back taxes, and then the bank's still going to ask you for 3 to 4 months of bank statements in order to qualify you for funding. So that's the reason I said you might as well just start over from scratch. So that this year, that was horrific for me because, again, I'm like, what the heck did I do that created it all? And most people don't explain this. And people that talk about business credit and stuff, they don't go into details like this to keep this stuff from happening to you guys. And that's the reason that I'm teaching this stuff. All right? I love teaching this stuff because I love helping my community. And the things about it, I made these mistakes, and I'm trying to help my community, show them, hey, you don't have to make the same mistakes I made, all right? But just by these numbers, and when you go through the course, you're going to actually see proof. I'm showing you actual proof of everything that I got approved for, okay? And like I said, I have a lot of access to business credit funding, but it has nothing to do with Dun & Bradstreet because remember, they red flagged my first company, so I'm like, well, I don't need Dun & Bradstreet. I don't need Dun & Bradstreet. But in terms for you to understand this, I suggest click the link below, get access to the free course, go through it step by step, and you will see the videos are less than 10 minutes long. But I promise you, once you understand this, it'll put you on a faster track to getting business credit funding. Now, am I saying Dun & Bradstreet is irrelevant? No. Okay, they do have a place if you are like a restaurant or you're trying to get, or a food truck or something like that, and you're trying to get supplies and stuff, they help you with trade credit, build up trade credit and stuff. But when you just wanting to get funding, instead of trade credit or net 30s and things like that, then Dun & Bradstreet is not the way to go, okay? So if you want to learn more, again, for those of you that just find my YouTube channel, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe. But if you want to learn more about how to properly build your business credit without having to always think about this here, then click the link below. So this is Houston with 3-Way Funding. I look forward to sharing my knowledge with you. Thank you.